The second day of the Supreme petition began with the bench dismissing the applications of two private citizens who wished to be enjoined as interested parties. Caleb Wamaya and Stephen Ooko Ogamba were denied their application, with the court noting that the merits of their application by Ooko to participate would gravely strain the court's time to listen to the case, while Wamaya did not demonstrate how he will be effective in the case.
I've not been allowed to canvass my application, and therefore my rights have not been enforced. Your Lordships, I have a feeling that I've been discriminated. Could it be just because I was representing myself?
But for you to come and tell us that because we have refused to allow you to come into this petition, we are abusing your rights, I want you to also think about that and check your language.
While 2 out of 20 prayers submitted by Kura yangu, Sauti yangu and Muhuri were granted by the court, they lost out on the key issues that they wanted to be granted access to.
The second respondent is hereby ordered to grant access to all original Forms 34A, Forms 34B, and Form 34C to the petitioner's hearing in accordance with prayer number 14 in that application. The second respondent is also to avail a certified copy of the voter register to the petitioners at the cost of the latter.
President Uhuru Kenyatta, through his lawyer Fred Ngatia, asked to be allowed to participate in access to the documents, but was not comfortable with the request of lawyer Harun Ndubi to bring documents for comparison with those at the IEBC and submit a written report to the court.
We have asked for that scrutiny and access on account that we have to compare what we have with what has been produced in court and what they might be having.
My Lord, we are now expanding this into a very dangerous monster. My learned friend is not going to come to that hall with other documents to compare, because we now start to see a way that documents could be exchanged.
And what I thought my learned friend asked for is access, and we are perfectly willing to give that access. I don't see why the court now should be involved in another exercise that will delay the hearing.
The petitioners insisted before the court that the information they will be scrutinizing at the IEBC would be relevant to the proceedings.
The order that has been granted to you is for access.
My lady, what we did yesterday in our application to justify the orders that you have granted was to demonstrate certain discrepancies.
Is there any part of the order you did not understand?
No, I quite understand it.
Thank you.
Each party, the civil society duo and President Uhuru Kenyatta, have been allowed 7 representatives to look at the documents with the team at the IEBC and report back to the court Thursday at 4 p.m. In their application, the second petitioner had requested access to SD cards of the Kim's kits, used ballot boxes used in the rerun election, KPMG report on the voters' register, minutes by the IEBC, other than use of memos by the IEBC to show infighting at the commission and that they were not ready to undertake a repeat election. At the close of day 1, NASA, which was the 4th respondent in the petition, was struck out. Jubilee, which wanted to be enjoined as an interested party, was also denied. The case by the Institute for Democratic Governance against NASA principles was also dropped, as well as the Attorney General's application to be enjoined as a friend of the court. With the Supreme petition pre-trial determinations out of the way, the next few days will be key for the judges and the lawyers to go through the determinations of this case, as Uhuru Kenyatta now awaits for whether to know if he will be inaugurated for his second term or Kenyans will have to go back to the ballot. Leila Mohammed, NTV, Nairobi.